everybody. Welcome to this episode of Elements to Elevate by 180 Elevate. Each month, we laser focus and dig deeper into an area of life which we truly believe is an element to uplift our perspectives and humanity. From insights to action, the path to elevate your mind, body, and soul starts here. In today's episode about embodying alchemy, a process that transforms something in a magical way, our guest is Dr. Bruce Lipton. He is a stem cell biologist known for his views on epigenetics and is a New York best-selling author. Welcome, Bruce. Well, I'm so grateful to you for being on our show. So talk to me about Bruce. Tell me about your life, your daily practices, how you start your day, and what are some of the key learnings and takeaways on your journey that make you this person?
I'd have to say I have two lives, one up to about 40, and then I learned so much information from my research that I profoundly changed my life. So I'd have to say from 50 on, truthfully, I have been living a life of heaven on earth. I enjoy my life. I wake up every day with a great joy of being back here for another day. And this is completely different than the first part of my life, which was conventional, work hard, struggle, every day trying to keep ahead and keep running. Now I find I don't have to work so hard. Why? Because I changed my consciousness. Just to lead into why that's important is that quantum physics is the most valid science on this planet. Compared to all the other sciences, quantum physics is the most truthful and affirmed to be true. And I go, so what? I go, because in quantum physics, first principle is consciousness is creating our life experiences. If 95% of my life is coming from the program, then the question is, what are the programs that we got? And then the answer is really cool, because our life is a printout of our program. So you look at your life right now and you go, hey, the things that you like that come into your life, well, they come in because you have programs to acknowledge them. That's how you know it's coming in. But, and this is the issue for all of us out here, the things that we want and desire in our life, and we find that we have to work hard, struggle, put a lot of effort in. I'm going to make this happen. I go, why are you working so hard? And the answer is, your program that you downloaded does not support your destination. And as a result, we have the 5% wishes, desire mind trying to control the 95% negative program. And the answer is, that doesn't work. And that's why our life becomes a struggle.
So now that we know that 95% of it comes from subconscious programming, how do we actively get out of it and stay more in the conscious mind, other than being in love? Is it your disciplines, your daily practices? How do you intentionally stay more in it?
Even the programming started before you were born. That your mother's attitudes and emotional.
True, very true.
If your mother was in a very happy place, you get a different chemistry from your mother in the womb than if your mother's life is stressed out. So I say, even early on, the chemistry of the blood is adjusting the genetics of the fetus. So parents are genetic engineers. They change the genetic readout based on their life experience. I go, why? Scan the web. You look at this and I go, as soon as you start doing that, you are releasing stress hormones in your body. So the result, we become less intelligent. We are open to more illness. Why? The immune system is shut down. All of a sudden, you see a whole world be stupid and sicker at the control of who's putting the fear out.
So
Whoever
true.
sends the fear manipulates the future of those responding to the fear. So
Very true.
my life is the first thing. How come my life got? Well, in my research as a scientist, I never believed in spirituality. In my research as a scientist, it was genes and proteins and
we
chemicals.
were taught that, so we didn't know any better. Like you said, the first 40 years it took for you to get yourself retrained because that clearly wasn't working. Talking
It
about new
wasn't.
mothers, I always tell people when I meet new moms in my practice and just in general, I tell them, stress, you're always projecting it on the kids. And I just wanted to share this. I always say, fake it till you make it, because I know it's
Yes.
hard. But I have to tell you what I just recently read somewhere, and it's faith it till you make it. And I thought that was beautiful because
So,
you
say that
have
one
to
again
have,
so I can.
it's called faith it till you make it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of going back to what you say. You have to believe it. You have to believe it because the belief comes first and then the manifestation after that.
Right. Because epigenetics, the new science, and I say, well, if you live in a fear consciousness, you adjust your genetics to a completely different way,
Different
protection.
way.
And I say, but fear is the opposite of growth. Growth is you
Only
have to
one
be
can
open,
exist.
take things in. Growth is take things in. What is protection? Close things off. You can't be open and closed at the same time. And we're now so much
In the
that
Eastern culture,
we
it's all
have.
related to breath. Like when you're fearful, you stop breathing. And when you're growing, when you're comfortable, so I think you can just come back to your breath and focus on that. And that's probably one of the quick tools to get out of that state. But
But it's
speaking
very
of the,
hard, as you said. It's very hard. Well, then hypnosis is the first way that you put information in. I said, "Well, can I use hypnosis?" I go, "Absolutely," but better part. Uh, every night when you go to sleep, remember consciousness is a higher vibration of the brain. Put wires on the head, a higher vibration. But when you fall asleep, it drops down
drops.
to the lower vibration. And the moment you fall asleep, you're in theta, which means what? Conscious mind is sleeping, not paying any attention, but subconscious mind is in hypnosis. So putting earphones on at night, going to bed, with a program that you want to be true, whether it's a health or
Wow.
related program, job program, you put it on, and the program is just before you go to bed, you sleep, you put the earphones on, and then you can hear the tape a little bit, but the moment you fall asleep, conscious mind's not working, it's off, but subconscious mind is in theta, and that's record. So whatever is being played through the earphones is not going into the conscious mind. You're sleeping. You don't hear what's going on.
So it's changing
But
your
the
programming.
subconscious is recording. So
Wow.
this requires repetition because it's only a short period of theta before you go to the next lower vibration, which is sleep, delta. So every night there's an opportunity to use your subconscious mind and download a program by having something go through the earphones while your conscious mind sleeping doesn't hear anything that went into the earphones, but the subconscious mind was recording. So if you replay these programs at night after night, there's a repetition that will lead to a new program. Then one day you wake up and it's like, hey, a new life.
You're
You
right
didn't
up
even
your programming.
consciously, you didn't do anything. What? The program went in. 95% of your life comes from the program. You put in a good program. You wake up. 100% of your life is a good program now. Okay, so first way is the first way we learned hypnosis, and it's called self hypnosis. I don't need a hypnotherapist. I just get the right program I want, put in the player, put the earphones on, go to bed. Every day you practice. Every day you, and I say, well, practice is the repetition by which the subconscious mind learns a program. So if you want to change your life, then you have to engage in a new behavior and practice it. It's not a sticky note on the refrigerator. That's a suggestion because it's a
Yeah.
behavior. You
It's
actually
conscious.
have to do a repetition. That's the fake it till you make it one that says, I keep saying, I'm not a happy person. I go, so what do you want to be happy? This is how simple it is. All day long, whenever you get it, whenever you can remember, you just say to yourself, I am happy. I am happy. You could be miserable. I don't care. What's the point? The
Affirmations.
repetition, The repetition is happy. Repetition leads to a habit. Point is, wake up, you don't have to say I'm happy, because the program is in that 95% of the day, that's the program that operates without taking any effort. So you know what's so great? You can change this, but it's almost effortless, except for the practice. If it's a repetition, you actually have to make a practice. Okay. What they say is a very important phrase. Necessity is the mother of invention. I go, what does that mean? I say, in this world, human behavior has precipitated a mass extinction that's going to kill us. And therefore, since human behavior is this problem, human behavior has to change to survive this problem. And so energy psychology is like, we got to change fast, folks. Not a lot of time in front of us. It's not an extinction 1,000. We're talking an extinction within decades. And we got to change. And we got to take our power back. We lost our power in bad programming. Now more than ever. And the programming, if you are struggling, it is not the universe that is keep destination. It's your own subconscious program. So I'm just saying to those people out there, if you're not getting the life you want, it's not because the outside prevents you. But you have acquired a program that cancels your wishes, your desires. And yet your conscious mind is going to be struggling because I don't want to succeed. And I go, well, 5% is how much your conscious mind is going to help you get there. 95% is the amount that the program is running. Now you can see where there's a struggle. How's that 5% going to run the 95%?
95, true.
No.
True. So basically you have to take accountability on your own self, that your life is a manifestation of what it is, and then decide. I think that's the very key thing, where once you decide, there are enough tools out there to change that programming.
Yeah, but this is the whole thing. And this is, again, you hit the topic that is the most important. And that topic is this. And I'm going to say the words, so I hope people don't get mad. Here are the words. Personal responsibility.
Yes.
A guy, I couldn't get a relationship off the ground for 50 years until I changed that program. And once I changed that program, not only am I in a wonderful relationship, but the juiciness of a honeymoon has not disappeared. Because why does the honeymoon disappear? Remember I said, blah, 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 meet, fall in love, next day, heaven on earth. I said, why did we get on earth? What was different after we met that person? Science has recognized we stop thinking. We stay present. We stay mindful.
Present.
I go, what does that mean? We're nothing to the program. So the moment you keep your mind present, you are now actively creating your life. And I said, then how come the honeymoon goes away? And regardless of how much you want to stay present, you have a job, you have responsibilities, you've got things you got to do. And the moment you start thinking, all the bad behavior shows up. And that's when the honeymoon doesn't look so sweet anymore, because the honeymoon is when two people came together and didn't play bad programs. The honeymoon was two people, wishes and desires, and they created beautiful. But somewhere, if I start thinking, then my behavior that's coming out is not coming out from my conscious mind. It's now coming out from my subconscious mind. Well, my partner through the honeymoon, did my partner ever see the bad behavior? No, because I didn't play those programs. So that's the honeymoon part. But once I start programs and they come up and they're negative programs, my partner looks at me and goes, who are you? Where did that come from? And again, just like Bill, you said some things you never would have said if you were conscious, but you weren't, and you played a program, something your parents would have said like that. That wasn't you. That was a program playing.
True. I always, one day I woke up and I had this thing where I'm like, oh my God, now I understand what it means when they say the world is a stage and we're just the actors. So we write our own stories. We're the only ones that we can look at and see how we can change. So, in summary, what's the one tip,
Absolutely.
just one tip for a healthy
Yeah.
and blissful life?
Well, I mean, the most important thing is, as I just said, look at your world and wherever you're struggling, that is a program. You look at it, that's a program. Oh, it's not a positive program. Then I say, now you which program you want to change. You don't have to change everything. You change where you struggle from. Something I think is very important, okay? And that is this. Energy is life. Basically, if you have energy, you got life. What people don't recognize this is when we engage in life, we're using our energy, okay? And we've been programmed to spend our energy as if there was an unlimited supply. You could do stupid things and waste your time and spend your energy. I go, no. It's very simple. You have a bank account. That's your energy in this world. Money is energy, okay? I said, you don't go down the street and write checks. Oh, look, oh, she's got such a beautiful dress on. Let me give her $5. And oh, he's such a nice person. I'm going to just give him $10. And I say, you don't do that. Why? Because if you give away your money, you have no energy. Then I go, when do you spend your energy accurately? When you get a return. I put something in, I want something back. So I say, energy in your body is like a bank account. You in a behavior, you use energy. What is this? We engage in some behavior, give up the energy, and nothing comes back. And I go, every day we do something like that. You can get into an argument, political argument with somebody in the office, and you argue, and you spend half hour. I say, what happened? Well, you just spent energy. In fact, it got hot. And heat is wasted energy. That's what heat is. So as you get heated up, and it's just saying you're wasting energy. And then I say, did you change that other person's life? No. Did you change your life? No. Did you spend energy? Yes.
Yes.
What'd you get? Nothing.
Nothing.
And all of a sudden I say, if I gave you an energy checkbook, your life would be better. Because before you decide to invest your energy, you would say, is this worth my energy? And I go, why? If it's not, then I'm giving up life. Energy is life. Don't give up energy to something that doesn't return anything to you. And so basically it means that before you say, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z, you take just a moment and say, is anything valid going to come from my energy? I'm going to put energy in. Do I expect anything back? If nothing's coming back, then you have to look at. And when you start doing that, guess what? I did this myself. I started looking. I say, wait, cut. I'm not doing this behavior. Why? Well, socially, this is what we do. And I go, I don't care.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'll spend my energy to look like I'm socially correct. I don't care. It doesn't come back to me. I didn't earn anything. I just look good. I go, well, who cares? So all of a sudden I say, if you really become conscious of this, you know what the most beautiful part is? Every time you cut one of those obligations, or say, I'm going to do this, I say, well, you're going to do it. You're going to use your energy. Are you going to do it because something comes back? Nothing's coming back? Then why are you doing it? And so basically is if you look at your life and you look at your commitments, every time you cut those non-returns, guess what? More money in your bank. More money to spend on what you want to spend it on rather than what social system said you should spend it on relevant. And all of a sudden you say you want to increase more energy. Point? Then only invest your energy in something that returns. You don't get anything back. What was the consequence? You lost your energy. You getting it back from somewhere? No, you gave it away. So this becomes a little critical part in our day-to-day life to just look and say,
deliberate creation.
What's that, Darren?
Deliberate creation is what we need to focus on.
Absolutely. What is going to benefit you or the world you live in? If it's something that there's no benefit from, then you might as well just open up your wallet and throw the money on the street and walk away because you didn't get anything back
You'll
from
feel
that energy.
depleted.
Yeah. You get depleted very fast, and then you have no strength to go through.
That's a very, very, very valuable advice, and I'm going to use it for sure.
I remember the first time I did it was just very simply, I was thinking about this, and I said, I have to put it into behavior, otherwise it just stays up here. So I
Yes.
was thinking about, oh man, I remember what it was. I'm on the faculty, and one of my faculty friends came into my office and said, oh, there's a faculty party. Don't forget you have to go to the faculty party. Faculty parties are the most boring thing in the entire world. You sit there with a drink and everybody's walking around not talking to anybody. I was like, what the hell am I doing? It's Saturday night.
Yep.
And so they came in, oh, social? Oh, yes, part of the faculty, go to the faculty meeting. Oh, go, I have some very important thing. I forgot I have to do this. I won't be able to make it. And it was like, you're not going to the faculty? No, I'm not going. I can't. And he walked out. The moment he walked out, it was like, oh, God, I have Saturday night. I would have given it away for this. But now it's my Saturday night. I'm going to use it for fun and not stand there like an idiot with a drink and not talk
With
to
a
anybody.
drink. So it's that moment of facing your fears and just stepping up and doing it. That's the hardest part. But once you cross it, it's just fabulous.
I know, but that's where people stop. The moment
Yeah.
they have a vision of what if I do it, and then the fear is it goes wrong.
The fear.
And then all of a sudden now they got like paralysis. I can't move.
Absolutely.
And I thought,
Yeah.
well, now you're done.
I mean, I've heard it and I know it that we do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure, and that's where the mindset gets stuck. But once
Right.
we make that decision and it's deliberate, it's very liberating.
Yes, absolutely. Why? I have two lives.
Yes.
Pre this information, living like every other person with my program, or waking up and saying, some of these programs are not supporting me.
Yes.
I got to change these programs because they're not enhancing my life. They're using my life, but I got nothing back. And we're more or less programmed not to create. We're more or less programmed to follow. Do this, or else the scary part that you just thought of just comes in and is like, oh, I'm scared. I'll better follow what you said. It's like, well, now you lost power.
I think it's okay to follow, and if you have the right role models and mentors. So if you don't know what you're doing, follow someone whose life you admire. I've always told people I don't feel jealous if I see another woman dressed up or if I see someone having what I want. I just say, what is it that they're doing that I can do in my life to get the same results? It's not the rocket science. Just do it and follow the right person, not the herd.
I like that advice, and I'll give you an example of what it's called because I get involved with child health and development psychology, and one of the most important things is for a child to really see what the positive stuff about life is, because if they're programmed with the other one, then that's the life they're going to create. And then you say, there are people that come from the worst environments in the world, the slum, no job, crime on the streets and all that. Most of them never get above that because
that's
but they're what we refer to a group of them, we call them resilient wonders. I go, who are these? These children come from the worst background you could ever imagine and rise to the top. How did they do that? And you brought it up, that's why I wanted to follow it. Instead of using their local people as peers and try to match to, become part of that, they align their vision with somebody higher, Jesus, if you want to say that, myself, Albert Einstein, to look at that person and try to emulate their life, not emulate the life of the people in my family and my community because they can't get out of the hole. So resilient wonders use, they put, instead of their download teacher, their parents and family, they pick an entity that they would like to emulate, that they would like to be like. And they use them as the downloader of programs. And all of a sudden, guess what? Now they got really good programs compared to what they would have gotten from their own family.
Yes, very important to have the right role models. And that's where our organization, we are getting more and more role models like you, influencers, who can really change the mindset of people during these times. And hopefully we all make this world a much better place moving forward.
But this is what the idea is, to come into community. And the
Yes.
question is, do you want to be stuck in a community that's not going anywhere? Or do you
Pick
want to be
your
in a
tribe.
community that is elevating itself? And it's like, well, I can see it. I don't want to be in that one. I want to be in the one where having fun. I want to be in the one where we're happy and healthy and laughing and
Yes.
being very creative and using that creative to enhance not just our own personal lives for sure, but to use that creative energy to raise and lift the lives of others. And then we're in
Beautiful.
harmony with the planet.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That means a lot, and it was a pleasure to talk to you today.
I thank you for letting me talk to you, because when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to a community of people.
Yes.
And for me, this is important because the community that you have following in this program are what I refer to as the cultural creatives. These are the people that are looking for answers outside of the box, knowing that the answers inside the box are where the problems are coming from. And that because of your audience is open to this, then I feel very honored because I get a chance to make a suggestion or two that I learned myself. Because, as I said, my life is the most amazing thing. But I wouldn't have said that, for the first 50 years. It's only been the last 25 where it's like, I have taken control and put my hands on the wheel. And I have now created a life that I love to wake up every day.
Beautiful. And it comes with work, it comes with passion, but it comes with belief.
Belief. That's what it all comes. Biology of belief.
Yep. Thank you so much again.
I so appreciate it. And thank you. And a special thanks to your audience, because I see this is our opportunity to move into a better world. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's the goal. Beethoven said, "Music can change the world. It pierces barriers and connects us all." As music influences our feelings and human behavior, it is important we seek out the best music and share it with others. Coming up next, we have Mylan Moritz, a sound oracle and an intuitive guide. She is dedicated to bringing her sound transmission to our planet to help elevate our vibration and emotions to one of peace, joy, love, and abundance. Hope you enjoy it.
Hello everyone, I'm Mylan Moritz, and I'm really excited to be supporting this dynamic platform, 180 Elevate, a platform where they bring people together and all for the purpose of integrating and transformation through mind, body, and spirit. And really, it's wonderful to be part of it and support. And I'm sharing with you this song, this transmission called Song of a Pure Heart. And, music is the language of the soul. It has the power to shift, to change, to heal, to lift up, to inspire. And so when you listen to this song, just close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes and let the sounds pour through you. So thank you all so much.
Be at peace. No matter what is going on around you, be at peace. And rise. Rise into love, into light. Rise into the knowing of who you are.
Thank you for joining us today and elevating yourself. Charity should begin at home, but should not stay there. At 180 Elevate, it is our honor to support local and global philanthropies which make an impact on the lives of our beautiful children and the world in of itself.
What would this world look like if we all felt cared for? Let's co-create that new paradigm. If you would like to consider joining our philanthropic mission, please consider donating at 180elevate.com. And next is just a glimpse into one of the many philanthropies our organization supports.
I just fell in love. I I said, this school is doing exactly what I'm wishing that the school I'm working at right now is doing. And I thought, I gotta be here.
Environmental Charter Schools is a growing network of public charter schools serving South Los Angeles.
I started Environmental Charter Schools because I wanted to create a place that was going to be fun to come to work every day.
Oh, okay. This is what happens at the school. I wanted to be part of it right away. A place that you're happy to work at, you're doing what you love, and then you have a supporting staff.
Teachers here are committed and they're fun.
They take risks, they're challenging themselves.
We ask our teachers to work incredibly hard. We ask them to collaborate with one another. We are an interdisciplinary school.
We definitely make the time to come together and collaborate and share ideas.
Everyone's just working together to strive for the same mission, to meet the same goal, which is to make our community better.
The walls between the classroom and the community are just non-existent here. I feel like we're trying to change the way education looks.
We support our students to get into a four-year university.
Many of them are first in their families to go to college.
Camping is something that I've never really done. Last year in the spring, I went with our 8th grade girls to Channel Island, like actually sleeping in tents, hiking.
When they're away and they're in the wilderness, they don't have video games, they don't have cell phones. You know, it's back to basics out there.
Environmental Charter High School doesn't have a school garden. The whole school is growing fruit, vegetables, native plants.
We have a river on campus and there's fish in it.
From the moment students walk onto campus, they see an environment that mirrors how much we value them.
They know that when they're not here, we're going to miss them.
I think what makes us special is the level of respect that we have for our students and as students have for adults here on campus.
They get a lot of love here.
I love these kids. You know, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I love these kids.
1, 2, 3. If you're down to create new models and implement them and completely fail and then try again, this is the place.
You need to have a space where you can grow and take risks as a grown-up.
You feel like you're becoming a better professional, a better teacher, and that's the goal.
I really feel like I found my perfect job.
But it's not until you step foot on our campus that you really fully understand what's happening here.
It's hard to explain.
I can't even describe it. You have to see it.